Cats are mysterious, intelligent creatures, often misunderstood by those who see them as aloof or indifferent. But any dedicated cat parent knows their feline friend is far more observant than they let on. In fact, cats can be surprisingly perceptive when it comes to our well-being and the world around them. They often pick up on subtle signals long before we do and, in their own way, try to communicate those warnings to us. Unfortunately, many people miss the signs. Let's take a look at 7 incredible things your cat might be trying to tell you, and why you should always pay attention. 1. Be careful with that person. You may have heard stories of cats disliking someone for seemingly no reason, hissing, avoiding, or acting strangely when a specific person is around. While it might be tempting to write it off as your cat just being moody, their reaction may be based on something very real. Cats are highly sensitive to body language and energy. They don't need supernatural powers to sense that something is off about someone. They're simply experts at detecting subtle behaviors that suggest discomfort or threat. They notice slight changes in voice tone, posture, eye movements, and even scent. Someone who seems kind and charming to us might be hiding darker intentions or harboring resentment, fear, or even cruelty, especially toward animals. Sadly, some people are only kind to humans but treat animals poorly when no one is watching. If someone you bring into your home makes your cat react with fear or aggression, it's worth paying attention. While cats can be temperamental, consistently negative reactions could be a sign your furry companion is picking up on something you're not yet aware of. 2. You're not feeling well. Believe it or not, cats may be able to detect illness before you even notice symptoms. This isn't magic, it's biology. When you're sick, your body undergoes chemical changes. These changes often emit subtle odors or alter your natural scent in a way humans can't detect, but your cat's sensitive nose can. Many cat parents report that their cats become extra clingy or attentive when they're unwell. Some cats will lie beside you, follow you from room to room, or keep a close watch as if they know something's wrong. One remarkable story involves a cat named Rusty, who repeatedly pawed at his owner's face while she was sleeping. Annoyed, she tried to go back to sleep, but his insistence made her get up, and shortly after, she began experiencing heart attack symptoms. Emergency responders later confirmed that had she not woken up, she might not have survived the night. Rusty's behavior, likely triggered by scent and subtle changes in her physical state, saved her life. 3. A storm is on the way. Cats are surprisingly good weather forecasters. Long before the skies darken or thunder rumbles, cats may detect small atmospheric changes, like drops in barometric pressure or static in the air. You may notice your cat becoming restless, hiding, or pacing before a storm hits. Historically, sailors paid attention to their ship cats, believing they could sense incoming storms. While meteorology has advanced, this ancient wisdom still holds some truth. Your cat's instincts might help you grab an umbrella before the rain even begins. 4. Something dangerous is happening. One of the most astonishing abilities cats have is detecting immediate danger, especially things like gas leaks or electrical issues that might go unnoticed by humans. In one case, a cat named Basil repeatedly walked toward the gas box in his owner's home, meowed, and walked back to him. His persistence eventually prompted the owner to investigate, only to find there was a gas leak that could have led to an explosion. Thanks to Basil, disaster was averted. And it's not just household dangers. During the 2011 tsunami in Japan, many pet owners reported their cats and dogs behaving strangely in the days before the disaster, becoming anxious, hiding, or trying to flee. Researchers believe animals might be able to sense seismic activity or other environmental cues before humans can. 5. Someone needs your help. Cats aren't just self-serving creatures, they can be astonishingly compassionate. In Moscow, commuters were stopped by a persistent stray cat who wouldn't leave them alone. The cat meowed loudly and led a passerby down an alleyway where they discovered a newborn baby, abandoned in the cold. The cat, later named Masha, had stayed with the baby through the freezing night, keeping them warm and alive. She then sought help the next morning, eventually leading rescuers to the child. Her maternal instincts and persistence saved a life. 6. Something strange is here. For centuries, cats have been associated with the supernatural. From ancient Egypt, where the goddess Batet was believed to ward off evil spirits, to medieval folklore linking cats with witches and demons, they've always seemed to sense things humans can't. Even today, many cat owners report their kitties staring into empty spaces, hissing at unseen entities, or reacting to things that aren't there. While it's fun to believe they might be seeing ghosts, there are scientific explanations too. Cats can see in ultraviolet light and detect flickers from lights, like fluorescent bulbs, that appear steady to us. So when they seem to be staring into a void, they might just be seeing something invisible to the human eye, but very real in their world. 7. You're pregnant. One of the most surprising ways a cat can speak to you is by detecting pregnancy. Just like with illness, pregnancy causes hormonal and chemical changes that alter your scent. Some cats seem to recognize these shifts even before their human knows they're expecting. Beyond the scent, pregnant people tend to be warmer, especially around the belly area. Since cats are basically heat-seeking experts, they may find this newfound warmth especially appealing. Many cat parents report that their cats become extra snuggly or start sleeping on their stomachs once they become pregnant, sometimes even before they've taken a pregnancy test. Cats are far more perceptive than we often give them credit for. They may not speak our language, but they have countless subtle ways of communicating, especially when something's wrong. Whether they're warning you about a toxic person, sensing your illness, detecting danger, or just being emotionally supportive, it's worth learning to read their cues. The next time your cat starts acting strangely, don't brush it off. They might just be trying to tell you something important. And who knows? Listening might even save your life.